Hi, Peter. Hi, Gene. This is Steve Mangum. And here's what I found. If you look, I just did a Google search for commercial roofing Dallas. And the first thing that you notice up here, these are called sponsor results. These are your pay-per-click ads, Armor, CIS, etc. Now, if you know what you're doing, these can be very cost effective. If you don't, you can lose a lot of money here. So if you decide to do paid ads, I suggest that you get somebody that, like myself, or somebody that has had experience advertising for commercial roofing. Uh, or it's a big waste of money. Also, if somebody has ad blockers, these will not show up. These are paid ads, pay per click. That's what's up at the top there. If you come down here, that's a paid ad. That's a paid ad. The next thing down is called the map pack. This basically keys off of the number of directories and other things um, that your name, address, and phone number are listed in different directories is what gets you on this map pack, and then the vicinity and the relevance of your site. Okay, these are non-paid ads. Um, it doesn't look like it would be that difficult to rank for that. And then, but here's what we really want to look at. Underneath the map pack are your organic listings. Uh, Dallas Commercial Roofing Company, Commercial Flat Roofing of Dallas, Loyalty Commercial Roofing. As I said earlier, you need that commercial roofing uh, keyword in your name, and we'll come up with something that has that in it. Uh, but anyway, on the Google search, these are the three websites that you have. Okay, so here's my fancy little tool. This is what the number one organic roofing looks like. Dallas Commercial Roofing Company, Flat Roof Specialist. And plug that into my trusty little tool here. It's quite expensive. This at the level I'm at is $450 a month. However, it tells me everything. First thing you'll notice is DR and UR. DR is a domain rating. That's the rating for the entire site. That's the power rating of the entire site. And that's on a scale of 1 to 100, so it's a 12, which is a little bit high, actually. It isn't as low as you say, but it's a 12, which isn't too bad. And the UR rating is a 4.8. That's for the one page, basically the home page. There's 51 organic keywords, but look at this. They're getting 1,000 searches per month. That's 1,000 searches per month. Say you could get 50% of those searches to go to the website. That's 500. And out of 500 that went to the website, say you had 10% that converted into a phone call or fill out the form. That's 50 forms filled out in a month. If you could close 10% of those, or let's say 20% of those, that would be 10. That would be 10 deals a month. Okay. Okay, going back to how do you get ranked in that first position? Basically, you got to drive up your DR and UR. There's really a few things that drive that up. Primarily, content is king. The amount of content, the number of pages, the quality of the content, the number of these keywords included in that content, all of that is like content, and that drives it up. The other thing that drives it up is your referring domains and backlinks here. So referring domains of 26. Now, what's important with backlinks and referring domains, the referring domains have to be of very high quality. It's not just the number of referring domains, but it's the quality of those referring domains. And the DR and UR of those referring domains, because a referring domain is another website that it's referring over to you. It has like a link directly to your website. So you might be on a materials website and it says, if you want installation of that, click here. Well, where it says click here, that's an actual backlink, but that referring domain is that website. So one website, one referring domain might have 2 or 3 backlinks, different links on it, referring back to you. So this is like the number of websites referring to you, and this is the number of links total, on these 26 websites. Now, like I said before, the quality and the power of those websites is much more important than the number. So it's very important, and we can look here and see these are the referring domains for that number 1 position. So basically, we can see them, everything in there. Here's the words that they're using. Here's the number of clicks that they're getting from these words, the backlinks, referring domains, etc., etc. Here's number 2. It's Commercial Flat Roofing of Dallas, and here's what their thing looks like. It's 12 and a 9. It's a little bit stronger here. Matter of fact, they got 53 organic keywords. This is going to be a fairly large website because that'll be like 6,000 to 8,000 words. There's 87 referring domains instead of what was the other one, 26, 87, 143 backlinks. But look, they even have 466 searches a month. So you're still talking, even if it's 10% and 10% of those, you're talking 5 deals a month if you're in second position there. And here's the number 3 search. It looks like it's called Loyalty Commercial Roofing. And here's what their overview looks like. LoyaltyCommercialRoofing.net. Okay, they got a 16 DR and a 6 UR. 16 for the domain, 6 for the page, 26 organic keywords. Probably don't have quite as much content. As you notice, the others had like 55 words, so this is probably less content. They're getting 369 searches a month. Now, these are all estimates. This is a third-party source that gets their information from Google in its algorithm. So these are estimates. These aren't like actual clicks. But see, that's 296 less than the month before. So they were getting like 600 plus, last month. So referring domains is 71. They got more referring domains, 90 backlinks, and they're a little bit stronger here. I think the difference is they're going to have more pages and better quality content here. And these domains might not be as high of a quality. Remember, number 1 had 29 or something like that. So they had a lot stronger referring domains coming back to them. Now, sometimes you have to buy the support of these domains. Sometimes they're free. It just depends. You gotta sort through that with a deeper study, basically. Okay, just a quick review. Like I said, these are paid ads up here. Content is king. To get on this map pack, it's primarily directories. They're called citations. Citation is your name, address, and phone number on these directories and consolidators, and it's your geographic location compared to wherever the search is originated, and the relevance of your keywords. This is the Google Business Profile. That's what the map pack is called here. And then in the organic, once again, you have these. The first 3 are Dallas Commercial Roofing, Commercial Flat Roofing, and Loyalty Commercial Roofing, Number 1 in Dallas had 1,000 searches a month. Number 2 had 466, and number 3 had 369 searches. So even at 369 searches, say say you got 20% of those people calling, you would have 70, 72, 73 searches. And if you could close 10 of those, that'd be 7 deals a month, for an example. And the way that you do that, you have more content, more referring domains and better referring domains, and better content. Basically, your copywriters, you have more keywords. So the number of pages here and the number of keywords that you can work in there, and the number of times that you use that keyword, you don't just use them one time. So that's what we do. If you guys want to get together and talk about it, give me a call. Let's set up a time we can kind of tailor this and get a little bit deeper into what your goals are and figure out what it's going to take, to get you there. Give me a call.